While some call it the other PlayStation,
Oh no.
others consider the Xbox Series X and S the future.
It's large.
With its $7.5 billion purchase of ZeniMax, impressive tech, new exclusives, and the deal it's trying to broker for Apple TV, the Black Tower of Power and its cute sidekick are looking to write video game history as the decisive victor of 2020's console war. The early testers. The lucky ducks at Digital Foundry got to test a Series X prototype, and while they didn't get to play any new games, the oldies got a facelift worth turning our heads for. Side-by-side comparisons of Xbox One X games next to the same titles on Series X yielded stunning results, as more vivid graphics and higher frame rate counts provided superior visual precision on games that already looked pretty good. This really helps validate retro gaming as a pastime.
So cool.
Move over, more expensive Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. We can recycle old gaming flames as we saw Final Fantasy XV Royal Edition, Hitman 2, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 looking mighty fine on that Series X. 12.15 teraflops is starting to mean more to us than just, well, that's 1.85 trillion floating operations per second more than the PS5 can do. As when we see the tech in motion with old games, we see how much more lifelike it can make them. We can only imagine what it will be able to do for the likes of next-gen exclusives like the Medium and Stalker 2. While the Series X's list of exclusives hasn't officially grown yet since it bought ZeniMax Inc. and all its subsidiaries for $7.5 billion, we wouldn't be surprised if it starts making its Bethesda and ID Software games like The Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein, and Quake Series X exclusives as soon as it can legally do so. Would that spell the PS5's doom for any of you? Series X video and audio specs. The Series X will support HDR10 and Dolby Vision. HDR10 houses a high dynamic range of colors, making the beautiful more beautiful. At 10 bits, it offers 1.07 billion colors and is non-proprietary, therefore more accessible, unlike Dolby Vision, which is a proprietary technology owned by Dolby and is theoretically capable of displaying an impressive 12-bit color spectrum, allowing your naked eyes to see up to 68 billion colors, but will only reach its full potential on next-gen TVs. So with the Series X, you'll be well prepped for that part of the future. Master Chief's console of choice will also utilize Dolby Atmos for your ears' pleasure, using its dedicated audio chip to give players 360 degrees of sound in games and certain movies, if you have the speaker infrastructure to support it. For example, in a Dolby Atmos-capable game, when you walk into a building and there's somebody sweeping the floor, that sweeping sound will rotate around you gradually as you pass the sweeper to a precise speaker location, and not just pass from left to right as it would in your average surround sound, making for a more immersive experience.
Are you on drugs or something?
We hope we can re-watch 1984's Break-In in Dolby Atmos on an Xbox to re-experience the greatest sweeping scene of all time with great sound, maybe even on Apple TV. Apple TV. For players out there that'd like to spend a night using the same machine to see C, Greyhound, and Charlie Brown and the Peanuts Gang in Snoopy in space, and then play prettier versions of first-gen games like Forza and Halo 2, followed by laughing it up playing oddball game titles like Goat Simulator, then turning off all the lights and playing a less Uncanny Valley-ish version of Xbox 360's Deadly Premonition 2.
You sure that sandwich is that good?
And round off their night flying city to city, reassuring passengers of their safety. The Series X may be the console to turn to, as some of the console's testers have been given access to Apple TV on it. Will it be there to stay? It'll be a tough deal for Microsoft to broker, as Apple drives a hard bargain. But if they can, power to the house of Halo if they strike a deal with the owners of one of the world's most iconic stores, as it'll give them a whole lot more leverage in future deals with, well, pretty much everyone. If Microsoft pulls this off, Steve Jobs will be spinning in his grave, but gamers who've believed in Xbox since the days of the original Fable will be one step closer to having supreme bragging rights. Do you think Xbox is the console war underdog destined for victory in 2021? Or do you believe it's the PlayStation show all the way? Are there any exclusives important enough to push you to buy an Xbox? Let us know in the comments below, and like and subscribe for more The Gamer stuff. Arrivederci.